we're going to be playing this game I found on Google Play. It's an interesting game where you basically play a few audio games. Yeah, and there are a few audio games, I think 9, 10, 8, 7, I don't know. And each of them has chapters, and the chapter 1 of each is free. So we're gonna play the free chapters. And this music is cool. So we have navigate up, and then it says season 1. Actually, you know what? Let me change to English. Yeah.
PlayNook. Season 1, The Exploder, and 1 chapter, following a strange energy explosion. Play Season 1, The Exploder, and 1 chapter, following a strange energy explosion during the battle in Kalkov's arena. You've been imprisoned. They intend to kill you. When Bana, a friend who witnessed the explosion, helps you escape, a race against time begins to flee the clutches of the men who raised you both. But if something happens to you if you were to die, another explosion might occur, endangering everyone around you. Free period. Discover all the chapters.
Okay.
Play now.
So you can play now.
Chapter 1, free. Escape from the dungeons. Fight Kalkov. Die. Explode. Repeat. Go off door.
So, okay, fight Kolkov? Okay, I see.
Collapse.
So,
Chapter 1, play now. Off door.
so I don't know why it does that. It's still I don't understand why he speaks. I changed the language completely to English. I don't know why it does that.
Chapter 1, free. Play now.
So let's click on play now. I downloaded each time you play or click on play now, it starts downloading media for, I guess it's audio for the game. If you want to disable audio, you can do that in settings. But for now, let's click on play now.
You wake up in a dark room. Your back is flat on the cold floor, sweat running all over your body, your head heavy on your shoulders. You move slightly and feel your arms chained to the ground. You recognize these musty smells, these chains, this room. They are the dungeons of the arena. You have no memory of how you ended up here. A muffled voice speaks outside the cell. Sitting on an old chair beyond the bars, you recognize Kolkov Darkblade. 2 meters tall, skin as gray as dust, all muscles and scars. He is the director of the arena. For years, he has been running this circus of freaks, taking in foundlings and making them work for him. Theft, scams, bets. Once they are big enough, he makes them fight and kill each other in his arena. You are one of these foundlings.
Okay.
You listen to his words. You try to remember.
You listen to his words.
You're awake, finally.
His hoarse voice runs over your skin, as if he were next to you.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have sent you to fight. You've grown up, that's all. And without any particular talent, neither as a thief nor as a guard. You were worth more as entertainment.
What
you
did you
listen
just
to
say?
his words carefully.
But you killed them all. You killed them all, and made me lose a lot of money.
I didn't kill anyone. Kolkov, you have to believe me, no one.
A punch against the bars echoes a metallic roar throughout the cell. For a few seconds, you say nothing more.
To prevent it from happening again, tonight I'll take you to the lake. I'll tie you to some bricks and throw you in there. In the chance you die, your body would already be gone. Easy. In the chance you survive, we'll figure out together what to do with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Kolkov, please.
Hearing your pleas, Kolkov growls and gets up. He sighs, pleased with his plan. He leaves.
Of course.
You're left alone, your head still heavy, tears sliding down your cheeks. You look around the cell. You try to force the chains.
You look around the cell.
You look
around, but find only stones and old bones. Among the remains, you also notice a small golden light. You take it and put it in your pocket.
Okay.
You earned 1 gold.
Oh,
From the corridor
okay.
outside the cell, you see a familiar figure appear. A girl slightly older than you. Her pink hair all on one side, silver piercings decorating her face.
Bana!
She signals you not to shout. Like you, she was also a foundling of Kolkov. Unlike you, her skills with knives have earned her preferential treatment. Bana pulls out a lockpick and starts to pick the lock.
Bana or
You
Bana?
approach silently.
Oh,
You ask her what's happening.
Kolkov is angry about what you did. He doesn't know what happened, how you managed it, but he's scared.
She tells you about the incident. Just that morning, they took you to the arena to fight for your life. You were hit in the head, your skull torn open at the side of the arena. You died there, in front of his eyes. Then, a strange, invisible explosion erupted from you.
What?
All the other participants died instantly, along with some wealthy bettors and friends of Kolkov.
When I went down to check, your head had perfectly healed. You're the only survivor.
So I died and then I
before
healed?
your tear-filled eyes. Bana rushes to free you from the chains.
Oh, okay.
You deserve to die. You don't believe her words.
You deserve to die.
You deserve to die.
Bana! Stop. If what you're saying is true, I really did kill those people. Kolkov is right. I deserve to die.
If you deserve to die for simply defending yourself, Kolkov would deserve far worse.
That's right.
After everything he's done
There was
over
no
the
other
years,
option,
he's
but I
earned a bit of
believe
his
her.
own medicine.
So
You earned 1 karma.
The chains melt away from your arms.
Now stop whining and let's get moving. We'll talk about everything when we're out of here.
She helps you up, hands you one of her daggers, and you approach the bars.
okay.
The first step in your escape is deciding where to go. On one hand, the direction Kolkov went, where the exit is less guarded. On the other, where Bana came from, the main entrance to the dungeons.
Oh. Interesting.
Towards the less guarded exit. Towards the main entrance.
Towards the main entrance.
You proceed towards the corridor from which Bana came. On the ground, you find the lifeless bodies of various guards. You look at Bana, her cold gaze, the blade still stained with blood. You're about to say something when you hear noises approaching in your direction.
Oh.
More guards are coming. We have to hide.
Uh-oh.
Unlabeled.
What?
Click on the dice to test your ability.
Okay, so this is the dice.
Click on the dice to test your abilities.
So the dice is basically you roll it, and if you get more, you have a better chance. If you get less,
Vigilant Claw has logged out.
you have less chance. So let's do this.
Unlabeled.
So
Unlabeled.
there's 2 unlabeled buttons. The first one closes the thing. Well, actually, what does the first one do?
PlayNook. 1, 6, 29%. You proceed towards the corridor from which Anna came. More guards after this.
Vigilant Claw has logged in.
Detected.
I don't remember.
Edge 0830. Stop.
Wait,
Control.
well, what am I
Collab.
supposed to do
Button.
now?
Detected. Icon. Right note with.
Oh,
Detected. Icon. Set. More guards are coming.
do I
After this.
click on the
Detected.
right option?
PlayNook. Unlabeled. Click on the dice to test your ability.
Yeah, so, yeah, if you have a detection of, there's a little bit of unlabeled buttons here, but you're gonna be okay if you can figure it out.
Click on
So the
label.
second one, you can just use labels and add them when you figure them out.
Unlabeled.
So the first one closes it,
Unlabeled.
the second one rolls the dice. So let's roll it.
You rolled 9.
You run a few steps ahead and hide behind some boxes at the corner of the
Interesting.
corridor. The voices of 2 guards are getting closer and closer to you.
I hope this mess doesn't slow down the payments.
I hope the same. Maybe this time we can really,
Leave. You know Kolkov would never allow it.
And who said that Kolkov has to know? What's happening?
Oh,
The swordsman suddenly stops.
oh
He
shit.
turns and slowly walks towards the boxes
No, 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 no,
behind
no, no,
which
no,
you
no,
are
no,
hiding. He
no.
reaches his hand behind his back, where he keeps his sword. He gets so close that you
Shit.
can feel his cold breath.
Detected. Icon.
What do we
You
do?
launch a sneak attack. You wait. You look at Bana.
You wait.
You
You wait in
PlayNook.
silence, closing your eyes, hoping that when you'll open them, all of this will finally be over. You hear the metal of the sword being slowly drawn from its sheath. Suddenly, Bana steps out into the open and furiously attacks the swordsman.
Yo.
You attack him too. You attack the archer. You stay where you are.
You attack the archer.
You attack
You
the
let
archer.
Bana deal with the one with the sword, and you throw yourself at the archer, who immediately loads an arrow towards you.
No, 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 no,
The
no.
tip glows with a dark energy. The shadows of
What?
Kolkov.
PlayNook.
What?
And then click on the dice to test your abilities.
Okay, this is another fight, and well, of course we need a dice. You know, the dice is a typical thing in the game, so let's try this.
You rolled 17.
Luckily,
PlayNook.
you are in a
Whoa.
narrow environment and very close.
That's good.
It's hard for an archer to aim properly. In fact, he misses you. You run, and while he loads a second arrow,
Yeah.
you manage to push him to the ground, stabbing him in the chest until
There
he
we
stops
go.
moving.
Yes.
You look at your hands stained with blood. Bana delivers the final fatal blow to the swordsman,
Yes.
who falls before your eyes.
Amazing.
You proceed for a few minutes, and at the end of the corridor, you find a closed door.
Oh.
They must have closed it after I passed through.
Struggling and out of breath, Bana kneels down, pulls out the lockpick, and starts fiddling with the lock. Help her. You wait. Look around.
Look around
Look
You
around.
for
look
drastic
around a bit,
measures.
hoping to find something that could be useful. If you were to face Kolkov again, simple daggers might not be enough. Maybe you could try to explode, as Bana told you,
Oh,
and maybe this could stop him.
interesting.
But you would risk hurting her too. Sifting through the corridor, you recover some coins.
You earned 3 gold.
After a couple of minutes, Bana performs another of her magic tricks and manages to open the door.
Oh, that okay.
Here we are. Now let's hurry. Quickly.
Oh my God.
Before
Who's
more
inside?
guards arrive.
Who's inside? Who's
You
inside?
walk as stealthily as possible through the various
Wait, is this
corridors for a
entry?
few minutes.
Okay.
The tension rising with each step,
Oh.
with each distant noise of some soldier. You turn the corner, and in front of you, you finally see the exit door. The sunlight awaits you.
Of course, it's not just that.
No one in sight.
Seriously?
All that separated you from freedom is luck.
Look.
PlayNook.
What?
Unlike. Click on the dice to test your abilities. Unlike.
Okay, look. Oh, I see. I thought the chapter's complete. Okay, so let's see. Luck. Come on, luck. Give me some luck. Luck.
You rolled 16.
Yes.
You move towards the exit door. You are almost beyond the threshold when a dark shadow emerges
Whoa,
from the outside.
Kolkov?
From the exit in front of you, Kolkov appears.
Of course.
A handful of guards escorting him.
Uh-oh.
He stops and watches you.
Uh-oh.
Blood freezes in your veins.
So you are the cause of all this noise.
Yes, I
Vanna
am.
pulls out her daggers and prepares to attack. Kolkov smiles.
Seriously.
Growling fiercely, Vanna runs with tense knives towards
Attack.
Kolkov. He dodges the first blow, parries the second with his muscular arm, and pushes her away with a kick.
Do you know
Whoa.
why they call me Darkblade?
He puts his hand behind his back, grabs the hilt of his sword, and pulls out a non-existent blade.
What?
Only the hilt of a sword that isn't there.
Oh.
With a gesture of his hand, dark energy threads begin to sprout from the hilt.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A shadow blade slowly forms before your eyes.
Because magic is always stronger than metal.
The guards draw their swords, hold them out towards you, but do not attack. They keep surrounding you while Bana charges again at Kolkov. Without the slightest effort, he hits her with the shadow blade, sending her back to the ground.
Wow.
The dagger trembles in your hand. Help Bana. Attack Kolkov. You wait.
Attack Kolkov.
Attack.
You rush between Kolkov and Bana. He deflects your knife with his dark blade, and with a shoulder bump, He sends you to the ground, next to Bana.
Of course.
Always together, you two. Aaron the coward and Bana the assassin. It's almost poetic to think that you will die together.
Haughty and careless, he takes a step in your direction.
Oh!
You wave the dagger instinctively.
PlayNook.
Okay, chance.
PlayNook. Click on the dice to test your abilities.
Okay. This is the most cool scene. Okay, let's see. 3, 2, 1. This is the final one.
You rolled 11.
He avoids the blow, but Bana takes advantage of the distraction
Yes!
to barely scratch his leg. He moves away screaming and cursing in pain.
You earned 1 karma.
Yes!
Bana looks at you.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
She grips the blade, tears in her eyes.
What?
The dagger pierces you between the ribs.
What?
Bana twists the blade and slides it.
What did you just...
I'm so sorry.
You fall to the ground. You bleed
What?
out quickly. Kolkov and the guards stop, watching the scene in shock.
Wait, I don't...
Bana stays by your side,
What did you just do?
crying, as your life slowly leaves your body.
PlayNook.
What?
Unlike, click on the dice to test your abilities.
Okay, I did not understand what happened at all, but okay, let's just see what happens with it, dice.
You rolled 18.
At that moment, an invisible energy shakes the walls,
Yes!
the floor, the guard's armor. The explosion that accompanies your last breath spreads in the room, cracking the walls
Die,
and the
Kolkov.
ceiling. The soldiers are swept away, squashed together into a pulp of flesh and metal.
Woohoo!
Bana's body is pushed back like theirs, crushed against the ground.
Oh!
A thread of blood comes out of her mouth, nose, eyes.
Uh-oh.
You get up, tired and confused. Your chest hurts, where Bana stabbed you. But there is no wound. You see her body pressed to the ground, a few meters from you. You try to approach her, when a dusty pile of dented armor comes to life. Kolkov's powerful arm emerges from the rubble, the dark blade still in hand, his clothes torn, his lungs breathing dust and debris.
You still haven't learned to die.
Without hesitation, he runs furiously in your direction.
Okay. Chance.
You grip Bana's dagger and prepare to act.
Chance?
PlayNook.
Chance.
Click on the dice to test your abilities.
This is interestingly good. I don't have the paid version. I cannot play the second one. Or the next chapter, if it has a next chapter. But anyways, you can purchase it for yourself and try this. I mean, this is so good that I don't know. Sorry. That I don't know what to say. So let's go
Click on the dice to test your online.
and test our abilities.
You rolled 14.
When he is just a step away from you, you bend down, as you have seen Bana do hundreds of times.
What?
Spin behind him and stab his leg,
Yes!
the cavity behind the knee. Kolkov falls to the ground screaming.
Die, you
The
piece of
hilt slips
crumb.
from his hand. The shadow blade vanishes in a gust of wind.
Oh.
You earned 1 karma.
He backs away, crawling on the ground.
Spare me, Aaron. Please spare me. Spare me. I will let you go. I will let you go. I promise.
No, you
I
won't.
promise.
No.
Spare me.
No.
Kill him. Spare him.
Spare him.
You barely go down, anger vibrating throughout your body.
No.
I am not
no, no,
like
no,
you.
no, no, no,
I will never be.
You earned 1 karma.
You spit in Kolkov's face and leave him crawling on the ground. You turn and kneel on Bana's bleeding body. You feel the tears start to come out when a cold black blade pierces the center of your chest.
What the fuck?
The darkness of Kolkov makes you shudder, fills your lungs and
Of
freezes your flesh.
course.
You fall to the ground looking at Bana's
I'm
dead
dead.
body.
I'm dead.
You exhale your last cold breath in the arms of your friend.
Help us and enjoy our audio games. Help us and rate button. Collapse.
Not now.
PlayNook
Not now.
4.
I just died.
Detected. 99%.
Just died.
Oh no, you completed chapter 1. Continue to discover what is next.
What do you mean, oh no?
Start from last checkpoint. Restart from scratch. Collapse. Drop. Restart. Start from last checkpoint.
Last
At that
checkpoint.
moment, an invisible energy shakes the walls, the floor, the guard's armor.
I know.
The explosion that accompanies your last breath spreads in the room,
Okay, let's do this
cracking
again.
the walls
Let's do
and
this
the
again.
ceiling.
Let's do this again.
The soldiers are swept away, squashed together into a pulp
Yay,
of
my
flesh and metal.
explosion.
Bana's body is pushed back like theirs, crushed against the ground.
Die,
A
you
thread of
stupid
blood
piece
comes
of
out of her
crap.
mouth, nose,
I don't
eyes.
understand why she did that.
You get up,
What?
tired and confused.
I don't know if she's my
Your
friend or
chest
what.
hurts, where Bana stabbed you. But there is no wound.
Why did she
You
do
see
that?
her body pressed to the ground, a few meters from you. You try to approach her, when a dusty pile of dented armor comes to life.
Yeah.
Volkov's powerful arm emerges from the rubble, the dark blade still in hand.
Oh, that's
His
new.
clothes torn, his lungs
Cool.
breathing dust
That's a lot
and
of
debris.
work.
You still haven't learned to die.
Without hesitation, he runs furiously in your
Okay,
direction.
we need to fight again.
You grip Bana's dagger and prepare to act.
PlayNook. Unlike.
You rolled 1.
What?
Moving quickly,
No.
Volkov deflects your attacks
Shit.
and pushes you to the ground. He charges his
What
arm,
one?
preparing to deliver the fatal blow.
Stop. Don't do it. You saw what happened. If you kill me, I will blow up this whole place. You will die too. There will be no escape for anyone. No one.
Volkov stops to look at you.
PlayNook. Unlabeled.
Oh?
Button. Click on unlabeled.
Interesting. Okay, let's do this again. So this is our last chance to get lucky.
You rolled 19.
Volkov
Oh.
lowers his blade and decides not to kill you. He will take you to the lake, as planned, and execute you there, where you will not harm anyone. In an instant, you take advantage of his distraction
Yes.
to move forward. You stab him in the leg, and then in the center of his chest.
Yes.
For Bana.
Kolkov falls to the ground screaming. The hilt slips from his hand. The shadow blade vanishes in a gust of wind. You turn and kneel on your friend's bleeding body.
Bana? Bana. Bana. Can you hear me?
But she doesn't move. Her body crushed by the impact of your
She's
explosion.
dead.
Tears run down your face. You close her eyes
It was her fault.
in a sign of respect and give her
What?
a kiss on the forehead.
What the fuck are you
Struggle to
doing?
get up.
It wasn't her
dagger's
fault.
tied to your belt, and you limp towards the exit.
So I
The
don't know
sun of
what.
freedom caresses your skin.
I
but you
don't
can't
know
be
if it's
happy.
her fault because. Okay, we're done. We're done. I guess we're done. Okay.
4-7-1. Awesome. You completed chapter 1. Continue to discover what is next.
Okay, I wish I could, but I cannot get the paid version. I cannot get the paid version.
Season. Resume now. Chapter 1. 3. Escape. Resume now. Yes, season 1. The explosion. And 1 chapter.
Oh.
Following a strange energy explosion during the battle in Kalkov's arena. You've been imprisoned. They intend to kill you. When Bana, a friend who witnessed the explosion, helps you escape. A race against time begins to flee the clutches of the men who raced you both. But if something happens to you, if you were to die, another explosion might occur, endangering everyone around you. Free period. Discuss. Resume. Chapter. Collapse. Chapter. Resume now.
So that is chapter 1. That I cannot do anymore.
Season 1.
So we have to do another one of these audio games. Let's do this one.
PlayNook, Season 1, Lux Spain, and 1 chapters. After a Halloween party he'd rather forget, Ethan wakes up in a pit in the middle of the woods with about 10 other teenagers his age, all of them now corpses. As the only survivor of the massacre that no one seems to know anything about, he must investigate what happened while trying to answer all the questions swirling in his head. What happened at the party? How did he end up in that mass grave? Why are his senses so heightened? And what are those two strange puncture marks on his neck? Discover all the chapters.
Okay, how many chapters
Chapter 1, PlayNook.
are here?
Chapter 1 chapters.
Oh, it's just 1 chapters. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so these are 1 chapters. Okay.
The supernatural is everywhere, and sooner or Later it catches up with you whether you want it or not.
So basically, the games are not fully made yet, or something.
Play now.
So the data for this is
and feel
downloaded.
like you're suffocating. You struggle to open your eyes, open your mouth, raise your arms. The dirt covers you from head to toe. You catch some drafts of air passing through the ground, but it's not enough. You feel like you're suffocating.
You start digging. You feel around you.
You start digging.
You start
Without
digging.
waiting any
PlayNook.
longer, you start to swing your hands to make your way through the earth. When
Through
your
the
fingers
earth?
are free enough, you start to dig.
PlayNook. Click on the dice to test your ability.
Oh, he dies at the first part of the game. Okay, interesting.
You rolled 16.
You manage to free yourself more and more, partly due to anxiety, partly due to the need to escape from this trap as soon as possible. You dig away the dirt with a strength you didn't know you had.
You earned 1 karma.
You emerge
Okay.
gasping for all the air you can recover. You find yourself in the middle of a dark forest.
Oh.
Tall, dark trees surround you, the moonlight barely touching the leaves.
So if
caressed
you choose
by
the first option, it's easier. I did it
You
before.
look at the pit you came out
Spoiler
of
alert.
and see the pale and mutilated bodies of other boys like you. They were all dressed for the Halloween party. Skeletons, ghosts, zombies. And now they are all dead before your eyes. A pile of corpses that served as your mattress. You check your pockets and find nothing. No phone, no wallet, no house keys. Nothing.
No gold.
Your vampire costume is full with dirt and dried blood.
Oh.
A large crimson splash starts from the neck and stains your entire shirt.
Investigate the bodies. You leave.
Investigate the bodies.
Investigate.
No.
Smell of death.
20. Stop. Pause.
They all have
Button.
clothes dirty with soil,
Detected.
long
Icon.
bloodstains all over their
Window.
bodies.
Detected. PlayNook.
Wait.
Step size. Adjust step.
Oh no, this is
PlayNook. Unlabeled. Collapse button. Navigator.
Why?
Unlabeled. Navigator.
Wait,
Collapse.
why did you
Navigator.
close?
Button. PlayNook. Selected. Home. Library. View tab. Collapse button. List. Window. PlayNook.
Wait, what
Selected.
is this?
Library.
What?
Home tab. You collapse.
I wonder-
Selfie pause. When edge panels. Home.
What this?
Select you tab. You
What do you
selected.
mean?
Live home.
There's nothing
Library.
here.
Collapse. Library. Tab.
What?
Back. One UI home.
Okay, let's relaunch the apps. I don't know what happened here.
PlayNook. You PlayNook. PlayNook. Collapse button.
So logo in progress, progress bar, loading, whatever.
PlayNook. Unlabeled.
Okay, let's go to this one.
Season 1.
I don't want to play that one.
Play Season
Okay.
1. Ghost Commander and 1 chapters. The Bifrost is a frozen region split in two. To the north, in the mountains, and at the river's mouth, life the Tagri, a wild and quarrelsome people. To the south lies the city-state of iceberg, elegant, orderly, a symbol of technological progress. Despite their differences, both populations rely on the warm river, the only place where life and farming are possible in this otherwise inhospitable land. However, the balance is about to shift, and it will be up to you, a commander of an iceberg platoon, to restore it. Discover all the chapters. Play
Oh.
now. Chapter 1. Collapse.
Okay, this is chapter. Yeah, these are all chapter 1, chapter 1. I don't know where the purchasing thing is, except there's in-game purchases.
0%.
So while this is downloading, it's data. Let me explain a few more things. So you don't seem to have, other chapters for some reason. In here, you only have one chapter per. At least until now, you had one chapter. So I don't know if like other chapters are not billed or they're not. I don't know what the thing is, but whatever. Let's see. It's 20%. We need. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the recording, and we'll be back when it's done. Okay, 55%. I'll be back. Oh, and also, by the way, WP is released now, Wheels of Prio. I will make another short for that one, announcing it, but I'm kind of too late because it was released yesterday. But I did not have the time to release a video. And if I even had time, We kind of wanted to do a demo before we released the game, but we were like, you know what? So yeah, we did not have time for demoing, and we were kind of impatient to release the game, so we just released it, you know. So, but we're gonna do a demo soon, someday. And we're gonna see, and also we need to do a demo of TTC.
You look at the map of the region.
Oh.
The Bifrost, a frozen wasteland made livable only by the warm river that crosses it. At the foot of the mountains, in the south, is your home, the city-state of Iceberg.
Okay.
On the peaks to the north and then beyond, towards the mouth of the warm river, are the Tatui, your enemies. Violent, savage, always ready to attack and raid your cities. You have tried to negotiate peace many times, but they are unyielding. Today they attacked a factory on the
David's
border.
text client has logged
Commander,
in.
we're on the scene. Until a little while ago, there was a lot of chaos. Now I think they've finished smashing the machinery. There's no more noise. We arrived late. We await new orders.
You lie prone on the smoothest rocks. You are in a safe position,
Look.
but better not to be spotted. From here you can see much of the gorge below, but your men are invisible to you. As usual, all you have to command and guide them is your trusty transceiver.
Burst in. Stay put.
Stay put.
Seafood, PlayNook.
Stay put.
Unlabeled.
Wait.
Stay put.
Roger.
They could be setting up an ambush. You prefer to safeguard your men, rather than recover any potential loot. You hear strange noises in the distance. What could it be?
Commander, one of my men disobeyed and broke in. It's empty. He said there's no one inside the building.
Oh.
They ran away.
So it was as you feared. Luckily, you had the factory perimeter surrounded.
You earned 1 karma.
Everything's okay. Stay alert.
Stay alert.
All right, we stay here waiting.
Your radio crackles. Someone else is trying to contact you.
Oh?
The Tatui are here, on the north side. They don't seem intent on fighting. They're carrying something away. I can't figure out what it is, but it seems important.
Follow them. Halt the advance.
Follow them.
Roger, it seems they are heading to a cave.
What reason did they have to attack the factory? Were they hoping to get hold of some material or technology? In any case, you prefer not to open fire unless it's strictly necessary.
We are here. They have food reserves, ammunition, and a lot of gunpowder. The object they were carrying looks like some kind of box. They are currently reloading their weapons.
Blow everything up. Retrieve the box.
Retrieve the box.
You can imagine those brutes dressed in fur just a few meters away from your men. The threatening and fierce expression. The olive skin covered in red tattoos from head to toe.
We fired a shot, and they immediately ran away with their treasure. We took the opportunity to recover some ammunition, but there's really too much stuff here.
You earned 2 gold.
If that's the case, you should send some soldiers to take possession of the goods, as long as you can secure the area.
Now we try to chase them and retrieve the box.
PlayNook.
Oh, okay, chance time.
You rolled 11.
We have recovered them, and we are on their heels. It seems they are trying to exit from the other side of the cave.
Okay, good.
You can wait and see what happens, or you could send the South team for support.
Keep following them. Block them and buy some time.
Keep following them.
What's that noise?
Commander, an ambush!
Silence falls from his radio. No one is responding anymore. You try to contact them, but nothing. They're dead because of your short-sightedness. You tear the ranks and recognitions from your uniform and throw them on the ground.
Oh,
7, 6, 47. Oh no, you completed chapter 1.
Wait.
Continue to discover what
I
is next. Check it off, check it off.
died?
Start from last checkpoint. Oh no.
Wait,
You
how much
start
percentage?
from last.
Okay, so
We have
so from
recovered them, and we are on their...
You can wait and see what happens, or you could send the South team for support.
Detected. Icon.
Keep following them. Block them and buy some time.
block them and buy some time.
Yes?
From the distant sounds of gunfire, you guess that they have engaged in a small shootout to force the Tatui to remain hidden and defensive. You need to hurry. You immediately contact the South team.
Yes.
Go to the mountain. Reinforcements to the North team.
Go to the mountain.
Go to the
You
mountain.
explain the whole situation in detail, and Ingrid understands immediately.
We're joining the North team, but by taking the long way around and reaching the other side of the cave. Roger. Lucky. My legs were starting to fall asleep.
You take the lighter and light a cigarette to ease the tension.
Well,
Even though it's the first of the day, it has a bitter, unpleasant aftertaste.
We're at the foot of the mountain. There's a group of Tatui ready for an ambush. They haven't noticed us yet.
So it was a trap, as you feared. What to do with the enemies? Take the initiative or not?
Attack them. Retreat.
attack them.
Attack them.
You can't let the mission fail and leave the others to die in the cave.
We'll try to catch them by surprise. We'll do our best to beat them, I promise. See you later, Commander.
The tension tightens your stomach. Now the outcome depends only on the skill of your men.
PlayNook.
Okay, the skill of my dice, not my men.
You rolled 1.
It was tough.
No.
Many are injured and we lost several men, but we won. I told you to trust us. Someone unfortunately escaped. It looked like he was carrying some kind of box, but I don't know what it contained.
No.
It could have gone better, but also much worse. You can't complain.
No.
Now we're going into the cave and helping them.
In these moments of waiting, you don't have much to do. Raise your gaze and observe the clear clouds in the sky. You try to assign them shapes, even though your brain only connects them to the smoke of your cigarettes. You would gladly light up a few more.
Here I am, thank you, Commander. I knew I could trust you. Surrounded on two sides, the Tatui had no chance.
We arrived just in time. I don't know what would have happened if we had been a few minutes late. We are waiting for new orders.
Detected. Icon.
Retreat. Examine the bodies.
Examine the bodies.
All right, but let's stay alert. You never know if someone might be playing dead.
They exterminated the main platoon, and even the reinforcements from the ambush. There shouldn't be any dangers, but you can't calm down yet. Meanwhile, the minutes pass.
Here is the news. We have seized some weapons and valuable items, and we found a rudimentary map of the area. There was no trace of the things stolen from the factory. Now we are retreating to the base. Make sure you're there, Commander.
You earned 1 karma.
You earned 3 gold.
The men will probably want to celebrate. They have eliminated many enemies and have recovered a good loot. But you don't feel in the right mood. The mission was a failure. You didn't recover the stolen box, nor did you stop the destruction of the factory in time. You risked your men's lives for nothing. In any case, you should say something to encourage the troops.
Well done. I expect more.
Well done.
Well done.
You hear a background
It's
of
my
contented
fault. My
murmurs
dice
and
is fault.
thanks. The voices are tired, but serene.
Thank you, Commander. We risk our lives for our home, and it's nice that someone recognizes our efforts. Hey, and if you really want to repay us, how about buying me a beer tonight?
No.
You chuckle.
What?
Ingrid's cheeky attitude sometimes gets on your nerves, but at the same time, it amuses you.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you'll really buy her a drink. She's earned it. You'll talk about it soon when you meet in person.
You earned 1 karma.
You turn off the radio and start walking. Your legs barely hold you up due to the severe stress you've experienced, and the uncomfortable position you were in didn't help.
Stereo walking.
As your boots sink into the snow,
Interesting.
your brain gets lost in 1,000 thoughts. For a couple of months, the Tatui attacks have become more frequent and ruthless, and their targets have also changed. What was the point of breaking the factory machinery? Breaking only one won't slow down production that much. And the box they stole from there, what did it contain? Maybe that was their real goal. You climb over a fallen log and sigh. In the current situation, you can't beat them. You will report to your superiors and ask to reform the platoon. For the homeland. If necessary, you will give your whole soul and body, and those of your men too.
Correct. Okay, come on, get there. Oh, I'm at,
28. 100%.
What?
Awesome. You completed chapter 1. Continue to discover what is
Oh,
next. And explore the
okay.
next chapter. Start.
Seriously.
PlayNook. Season resume now.
That's it.
Chapter 1. 3. To mute transceiver and command your men. The battle will not be easy at all. 3 period.
Why? You know what? Let's do that again because I kind of feel like doing something. So play now.
You look at the map of the region at the foot of the mountains. Violent. Today they attack.
Commander, we're on the.
You lie prone on the smooth. From here you can.
Burst in. Stay put.
Burst in.
Roger.
There was no point in waiting any longer, even though it could be dangerous.
No,
you lost 1 karma.
You pray for a response to come soon.
There's no one here. They've gone. They must have found a secondary exit somewhere, slipped away like snakes.
So it was as you feared. Luckily, you had the factory perimeter surrounded.
Everything's okay. Stay alert.
Stay alert.
All right, we stay here waiting.
Your radio crackles. Someone else is trying to contact you.
The Tatui are here, on the north side. They don't seem intent on fighting. They're carrying something away. I can't figure out what it is, but it seems important.
Follow them. Halt the advance.
Halt the advance.
Okay, what plan should we adopt?
You assess the situation. Your men are outnumbered and stand between the enemies and their only escape route. If you had the South Squad arrive, you would surround them. It's also true that the enemies might have reinforcements. They could arrive behind the North Squad and defeat them before the others arrive. You are strongly undecided. In any case, you need Ingrid and her team.
And I need
You contact
luck.
them.
South Squad here. We're moving immediately to join the others.
After closing the communication, you are soon contacted by Franz from the north.
What do we do? They're starting to shoot. They're still warning shots, fortunately. Please help us. I promised my wife I would return. Our daughter was born just a few days ago.
If you had the North Squad fight right away, you would have a better chance of success. But you might have to sacrifice some men, especially in the event that enemy reinforcements arrive. What orders to give?
Hold out until reinforcements arrive. Let them pass.
Hold out until reinforcements arrive.
All right, Commander. May God assist us.
You take the lighter and light a cigarette to ease the tension. Even though it's the first of the day, it has a bitter, unpleasant aftertaste. You really hope your men are faster than the enemy reinforcements.
Okay, it's chance.
You rolled 7.
They've started to get serious here, and their reinforcements have arrived. What do we do? The South Squad is nowhere to be seen.
You've had bad luck. What could be a plan to buy time and protect them? You could put them against the wall, hoping to limit the trajectories from which they can be hit. Or some men could open a gap to the south to break the encirclement, although it would be very costly in terms of human lives.
Make a breakthrough. Back against a wall.
Make a breakthrough.
Those who will make the breakthrough. All right, Roger.
The sacrifice of some is unfortunately necessary for the survival of others.
You lost 2 karma.
To distract yourself from the anxiety, you imagine the Tatui fighting against your men. You hope their rudimentary firearms explode in their hands or jam. You are also disgusted by the mere appearance of your enemies. Dressed in the furs of fierce animals, their olive skin covered in red tattoos from head to toe. Savages.
South Squad here. We've reached our destination and helped the North repel the enemy. They managed to get away with relatively few casualties, thanks to the sacrifice of the men who opened the gap. Franz, in particular, distinguished himself for his bravery, but he has a bad wound. I don't think he'll make it.
Help the wounded. Chase the enemies.
Help the wounded.
Roger, thank you. You have a good heart.
You struggle to believe that.
Can you hear me? I don't have much time. I gave one of my men a photo. It's from my wedding day. It's a unique copy. Can you make sure it gets to my wife? And tell her what I did, that I acted like a hero. I would have liked to see her again, but...
You earned 1 karma.
I will do it. You did a great job.
You did a great job.
If I had done a great job, they wouldn't have hit me. But thank you. Please remember to speak to my wife.
Silence falls from his radio. You take some time for yourself. It's hard to hold back the tears. You will give him a medal for valor and make sure his wife never lacks anything. He was a good man. He shouldn't have died.
Okay.
Commander, we're done here. Thanks to the quick response, we should be able to save enough. It was a tragedy.
Yes, you've had several losses, many more than the enemies, and you haven't even recovered the loot.
72%
You did your best. I expect more.
You did your best.
You did your
You
best.
hear a background of contented murmurs and thanks. The voices are tired, but serene.
Thank you,
Seriously.
Commander. We risk our lives for our home, and it's nice that someone recognizes our efforts. Hey, and if you really want to repay us, how about buying me a beer tonight?
You chuckle.
Oh, yes, button.
Ingrid's cheeky
Collapse.
No,
Wrong.
wait.
Chapter 1, 3.
Do that again.
Play now. Collapse. Play now. Control.